Wow, that's a powerful message. I have some updates for you in this video, so let's get into it right now. But if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information that is changing so rapidly. As you've probably noticed, things are changing and developing very, very fast right now, and I want to make sure that you're staying tuned with everything going on and ultimately maintaining my commitment to you and this community as a whole, which is to make sure that I'm helping you get as much money, benefits, and anything else we can possibly get our hands on right now during this very, very difficult time. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button right down below the video, and let's get into this right away. All right, so let me quickly update you on the COVID situation. Since this is something that is changing so incredibly fast right now, I want to make sure that you're getting all this information, and then we can get into some other updates that I do have for you right here in this video. All right, so yet again, we have reached another new high record case number in the United States as a whole, and also across many other different states across the entire country. This is spreading so incredibly fast right now. It is like unbelievable, right? So let me walk you through some of these numbers, and then we can get into some more updates here in just a second. So the state of Florida alone reported 77,000 new cases in one day. That is massive. Now, this breaches their old record by a lot, tens of thousands of cases in a single day over the previous record. Now, here's what's interesting. Just a few days ago, I was out in a separate video and said, hey, doctors and researchers are actually projecting right now that in just a few days from now, Florida will likely be hitting 40,000 cases. And at the time, that sounded like, whoa, 40,000 cases in a single day in one state? That is a ton. If we get back down to 40,000 at this point, it'd almost be like, wow, we've really came down a lot. I mean, we are so far above where they were actually projecting. It's like unbelievable. 77,000 in one day alone in one state. Wow, unreal. So Florida's just one state, but there's also other states like New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Ohio, Texas, even Michigan now is getting right up there and matching their second highest numbers in a single day. So yeah, also California, same thing, same situation. So wow, unbelievable. Now let's quickly talk about it on the entire country. So once again, the entire country has reached a new high record, 488,000 cases in one day alone. Again, these are unbelievable numbers. The previous record was 441,000 cases just the day before. So my point is, in one single day, it went up by an additional 47,000 cases just 24 hours later, on top of the previous record. So that is a ton, almost 500,000 cases in one single day. So here's what else is interesting. A couple days ago, it was just literally like 3 days ago, I was out in a separate video saying, hey, doctors are now suggesting within the next 7 to 10 days, we could be seeing 500,000 cases in a single day. Well, check it out. It only took about 3 days to get to that point, and they're projecting it's going to continue on even worse and going to continue to expand even more over the coming days and weeks. So buckle up, everyone. It's going to continue to get even worse going forward. So wow. Anyway, I wanted to bring that to you and let you know what's going on with this COVID situation because they're projecting this is just the start of it, and get ready because it's going to get to be a lot worse coming forward. So unbelievable. Seriously, who thought we were going to be at this point, right? It's kind of weird, right? I mean, it's almost like, are we really living in this situation again? I mean, it kind of makes us think back to early 2020 and think like, what were we so scared about back then? You know what I mean? Like back then, it was not even nearly anywhere that it's close to right now, right? I mean, it was like a fraction of what it is now. And we were all, locked up in our houses and all this stuff. We were told to stay home. Everything was shut down. And now here we are, and it's, multiple times higher, and we're all living our lives like, everything's fine. I don't know. Just seems weird, right? Kind of a surreal situation that we're living in these days. So anyway, hopefully, I mean, would be nice if Congress came back from their break here in a few days and said, hey, while we were gone, a lot of things hit the fan. Maybe we should, manufacture another stimulus package here and get some more money out to the people who, are continuing to struggle right now. I don't know. Just had to throw that plug in there because you never know if Congress or any lawmakers just so happen to come across any of my videos. And I always want to throw those plugs in there because you just never know who may be listening to this. So we always want to do what we can to advocate for additional stimulus checks. But anyway, let's keep rolling here with more information. Dr. Fauci also was out and said that he would anticipate the COVID situation and all of these cases to actually peak probably later in January. So we've got maybe another month of this going on. So, and this is exactly what they've been projecting as well for quite a while, which is these cases will likely continue to increase for at least the next month to month and a half, and probably peak somewhere in the late January to mid-February timeframe. So we're in for this for at least another 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks or so at least. Whoa, wow, unbelievable, right? So, also one more note here on COVID, and then we can move on from this. So, Dr. Osterholm, who happens to be one of the advisors on President Biden's advisory COVID board, or COVID advisory board, sorry, I said that kind of weird, COVID advisory board, he was actually out earlier today and said... He was out earlier today and said that this COVID situation is going to expand so rapidly here over the coming days and weeks that it's going to be hard to maintain everyday life and operations. I don't know about you, but that seems to be a very, very powerful situation. That's a very powerful message that he made right there. To say that it's going to expand and spread so much over the coming days and weeks that it's going to be hard to maintain everyday life and operations. That's a powerful message. I mean, I don't really know how you want to put it any other way. That is a very, very powerful message, what he is saying. This is also the same guy that was out, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago and said that it is going to be an absolute COVID blizzard in a matter of just weeks. Well, he was spot on. So this guy knows what he's talking about because he was that same guy. And one of the other people here that is also saying it's going to get continuously worse over the coming days and weeks. So again, just another interesting point, but this guy got it spot on. He was right on the money when he said what he did a couple weeks ago, which was a COVID blizzard, and we're going to see about 500,000 cases. So right on. I mean, he knows what he's doing here. So, which is why he's the doctor and not me, right? So he knows what he's talking about with this stuff. Apparently, he's been doing it for a while. So interesting. All right, let's quickly talk about a couple other things here. So earlier this morning, the initial jobless claims number was released. Now, this number is released once every week on Thursday mornings. This came in at 198,000 new claims for unemployment last week. Now, you might think, okay, 198,000 new people applying for unemployment benefits, that doesn't seem too bad. Well, this is actually a number that is probably the lowest that we've seen in about 50 years. Here's what's interesting about those numbers. At the same time that we had 198,000 people applying for unemployment benefits last week, new claims for unemployment benefits, we have right now roughly 11 million job openings in this country. So something about all these numbers is simply not really adding up. At the same time, the participation rate in the labor market continues to dwindle. Therefore, have you heard about the Great Resignation? Yeah, this is actually going on right now. We've had over the last several months here about 4 to 4.4 million people leaving their jobs, quitting their jobs every single month. So the number actually does oscillate a little bit, but it's been ranging anywhere between about 4 million and 4.4 million people quitting their jobs every single month since about August or September. So that's a lot of people leaving their jobs, and they continue to keep calling it the Great Resignation. So people are just straight up leaving the workforce. So kind of weird how we have this kind of this spread between people who are applying for unemployment benefits. Meanwhile, record job openings, 11 million jobs. Just kind of weird, you know? Anyway, I just want to keep you posted with all that stuff going on because it's kind of interesting to watch all of this play out because we're in a really weird situation right now. There's a lot of weird stuff out there right now, and a lot of these numbers that we're seeing with all these different reports and all these unemployment claims and job openings and like COVID numbers. I mean, there's just a lot of weird numbers, right? I think that all of us can probably agree that we're seeing numbers right now across many different reports and inflation and CPI and income and participation rate in the labor market. Like so many of these different reports that continue to be released right now, we're just seeing a lot of really weird numbers being released with everything across the board. It's almost like record numbers across on everything that we're seeing. It's just a really, really weird situation. So anyway, I just want to let you know what I was finding there with all of that. Kind of interesting to watch all this stuff play out. So, of course, I want to keep you posted with everything going on, but I hope that you're getting excited for New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's tomorrow already, right? I actually lost a little bit of track of time earlier today, and I finally realized that tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I was thinking, wait, when is that again? And then I looked at the calendar and I was like, oh, That's tomorrow. Whoa, where have I been? So I totally lost track of time. But anyway, yes, that is tomorrow already, New Year's Eve. And then, of course, we have New Year's Day on Saturday, which, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, nobody won the Powerball. So I'm going to get out there and see if I can grab some more tickets for us on Saturday. What was it? I think I saw $481 million. I could be off by a couple $1,000,000, but at the same time, when we're talking almost a $500 million, what's a couple million? Who cares, right? Of course, we all care. I'll take the extra couple million, and I would love to share that with everybody here in the community. But anyway, I'm going to see what I can do to grab some of those new Powerball tickets for Saturday's drawing. Again, it's something around that 480, 481, something like that. But anyway, I'm going to do what I can to grab those as well. And again, I will catch you again later in the next one. I hope these updates help you out. Again, I just want to make sure that I'm keeping you updated with everything going on. Typically, I am here in all my videos talking about stimulus, Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, stimulus checks, stimulus packages, food assistance, nutrition assistance, food stamps, SNAP benefits, low income, literally all of this stuff, people with disabilities, seniors, the elderly, anything I possibly can do to help out anybody in these situations with more money or benefits, anything like that. I truly just want to do what I can to help out, but I also at the same time do like to keep you informed with all of these other things going on right now, because as I said earlier, it is going to impact all of us to some degree, and it's very important to stay tuned with everything going on, because if we lose a pulse of what is actually going on right now and all of a sudden something slips away from us, we could potentially maybe miss something that was available to us, or we may just not even know about something that may be coming and that may impact us even more. So therefore, we got to stay tuned with all this stuff going on. So I hope this helps you. Again, have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so yet. Share this one with your friends, family, and social media. And of course, go back and check out any of the other 2,000 videos right here on the channel. And thank you so much for being part of this community. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to go back and check out some videos from yesterday, as I gave a little hint into something else that will be coming soon, which, by the way, it starts with $1,000. I guess I'll just stop right there. All right, anyway, that's my hint for now. But make sure to stay tuned, because a little hint, something else may be coming relatively soon. So enjoy your day. Thank you so much, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you again later in the next video, and I'll see you for now. See ya.